Good morning, everybody. Getting everything set up. We got some lag here this morning. Computer's not wanting to work properly.
The reason I love using StreamYard, well, that's easy.
And we got
I
ads.
can make the meet.
Okay. Let's get the link up again. There's the link. Boy, there's a big old lag in here this morning. Let's see, who all do we got here this morning? We got Lucky's House, good morning. Fun things to do with Tech Sparky. Wayne, Mrs. Twisted, Go-Karts, Gravely Man, Ken Bates. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Hey.
How we doing?
Morning, Ed. Good morning, Sparky. How's everybody doing?
Good morning. Morning. I've just been out and about this morning, so yeah.
Did everybody have a good night last night?
I always have a good night. I don't know about the rest of them.
Morning, Ken.
Hey, good morning.
Ken.
So how late did you work last night, Nate?
Not long after I talked to Ed.
Okay.
I forget what time it was.
9:30ish, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, Lucky's House. Give me a $4 super sticker. Thank you, Lucky.
Yeah. Morning, Paula. Morning, Nate. Morning, everybody. Morning, Mrs. V Twin. I can see you in the background.
Hey, Sparky.
She's jumping around here somewhere.
Oh, yeah, I can tell. Yeah. Oh, dear. I've had it. I've just got my new glasses sorted. 7 days I'll have them.
Oh, boy.
I'd say it's on it. They'll make sure that you rip your wallet out your backside.
Yeah, them daggone things are getting expensive anymore.
Yeah. I mean, we've just had to borrow the money off the bank to get the glasses. And the pig and lady said, oh, the two, this, and that. I was like, for 2 pairs of glasses, are you joking?
Right.
He said no.
Yeah, it's crazy. Now there's Ed with a super sticker. Thank you. Cheesecake fun. Well, maybe I can get her to make one.
Yeah.
So what'd you do this week, Ken? Just work or?
Yep, that's it.
Good.
I've been busy on the radio mostly. I have. So that's all I've been doing.
How's that coming along before you start?
Oh, fantastic! Absolutely brilliant.
Good.
Best thing since sliced bread.
Oh, that's good.
At MGM Insurance.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Making all that noise over there. Jeez.
Morning, Sparky. Morning, Ed. Morning, Nate. Morning, Ken.
Morning.
Hey, Sandy.
And everybody in the chat. Y'all get
Morning,
fit
Sandy.
up anyway.
Can you imagine that we finally got you to come in here? I go to work and you come live. Figure that out.
Mark.
Yeah.
You want to see the super sticker that Mudster sent me?
Yeah. Heck yeah. Looks like a super pole to me.
Well, I mean,
it's all ones.
Heck yeah. That's great.
I was like, you must want me to go to the strip club.
That's great.
I'm here, but my brain's not.
We supposed to get any rain or anything this weekend?
I feel you, Sparky.
Yeah, there's a chance both days.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, chance ain't bad though.
I think just this morning and clear up this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We've got sunshine at the moment. wall to wall, and it's down to about 9C here. So what's about that's about 30 whatever it is in yours.
Wow.
We got darkness.
What's a good band, isn't it? That's a really good band. You can't miss that band.
Yeah, my weather's saying 43 here right now, and expect drizzle in the next hour.
Cool.
And what's it supposed to be today, though?
Don't know.
You don't have a good weather.
I don't get the good weather channel.
Well, in every life, a little rain must fall.
Mm.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the wife is home today, so it's gonna fall. It's supposed to be 51 today.
Yep. Wayne saying they're getting rain and snow. Wow.
Wow, that sounds crazy.
Y'all
That
can
sounds like-
keep that snow.
Yeah, you ain't a kid.
Hey, I gave Ed a new place for you and Sandy to try to eat.
What's that?
Carry out only. McKinsey's
Where's that at?
in Minerva. As you come in from Robertsville, that little plaza on the left-hand side where that Arab store was,
Okay, yeah.
right there. They put a menu out every Sunday on Facebook.
Uh-huh.
They all out every night. We got it the other night. It was really good.
I'll be done.
I sent the link to Sandy.
Yeah, I got that. I forgot to tell you, I didn't see it very much.
Wow.
Some secretary, Mark.
I'm telling you.
Well, when he works days and I work afternoons, I get up in the middle of the night and stay up with him until he goes to work.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only time I get to see him.
Yeah, but I did out of the ordinary though. I was out of town for a couple nights this week, so
Oh, yeah.
and I'm gonna do it again next week.
There you go. There it is.
Ah, I see.
Oh, we've had rain, cold, sun shining.
Yeah.
So we've not been too bad.
Yep.
I've sold. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
Gravely Man says he's got rain 3 days. Wow.
I solved the problem with my StreamYards and YouTube this week. We solved it.
What was it?
The easy way to put it is this: I've removed everything from the computer that belongs to OBS and StreamYards, and I've shoved it on an hard drive.
Okay. Oh, Scott Keller, $5 super sticker. Thanks, Scott.
Blimey. That's his dog food money gone.
Hopefully everything's gonna go good for you this weekend up there in Cleveland, Scott.
Oh, he's in Cleveland?
Yeah, he had to take his dad up there.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Yeah, so I've transferred all to do with the OBS, anything that's to do with the StreamYards, I've transferred it to a hard drive on the network. And at the moment, I've got no glitches and no stuff.
Oh, Lordy.
So
Morning,
it's-
Tim.
Yeah, morning, Tim. You're on, everyone. Give me a second.
And
I
Sparky's
think
got rain.
all my glitches. I think I got my laptop kind of configured better now, but I think my big glitches is my internet now, because I've noticed ever since I dropped the TV service and just kept the internet and the phone, even my cell phone does it. It connects and disconnects. It's like there's too much stuff on the network, but the only thing that's on the Wi-Fi is my cell phone. Everything else is hardwired in. My TV's hardwired. My laptop's hardwired, so.
Morning,
Kaylee.
Kaylee.
Morning, Kaylee.
Oh, boy. You would figure that would have fixed all your problems, though, hardwire and everything, and, you wouldn't think that it would mess up now. But this morning from StreamYard to YouTube, there's a big lag in the chat.
again.
again. Like they're changing something or doing something here again. I don't know.
Well, I also noticed too that ever since they put those new electric meters on the houses here, that my internet has slowed down.
Huh. Yeah, but they don't have anything to do with internet, do they? Or is that how they
Mhm.
read it?
That's how they read them now. They
Okay.
put bot. I noticed right before they come through and put the meters in, they come out and we're putting like box things up on different poles around. And I
Uh-huh.
think there's an internet connection between that and the meters.
Really?
So our already overtaxed country internet is being, used even more.
Right. Yeah, that's something else. But I wonder how much internet that meter would actually hold.
It'd be like I'm guessing it'd be
That
like
area.
I'm gonna guess it'd be pretty substantial because it's every house.
Right.
Be like a cell phone at every house tapping into the Wi-Fi.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of a connection they use, but they didn't run new lines down through here. They just put these little things up, all over the place.
Right. Morning, Mr. Briggs.
So
I did
Fun.
How's everything going up your way up there?
It's all right. I had to leave the old man at the motel. He's screaming for coffee.
Oh Lordy. When's he gonna have surgery?
They don't know yet. I got to have him there. I was supposed to have him there at 8. Now they're saying noon.
Well, they probably got to go through a lot of testing and stuff though beforehand, though, correct?
Yeah, I got to take him someplace when they give me the address and have him tested for COVID again before I take him in the hospital.
Oh yeah. That's standard protocol anymore.
So I took him to a motel. He was getting restless in this truck.
Right.
That's fun getting him in and out of this thing.
Right.
They're telling me what he can't have. No, they said no visitors and that after he's in there, like no kidding.
Right. What's that kind of surgery there? How much length of time are they saying that y'all are gonna have to stay up there?
I'm not staying. I'm just gonna drop him and turn. I can't go near him, so I'm not gonna sit there. I'm gonna go back home and take care of my mother. I should be back home tonight.
Right. Morning, Lucky.
Good morning, everybody. I'm over here sitting and waiting for you to go live, and it says going live already. I had to refresh my screen. I see everybody chatting. I said, well, what's going on? Is he late? I look at the clock and it said live now. I said, what? I had to refresh. Like I was told, I must have that internet there.
Yeah. Morning, RNS. Good to see you in here.
morning, Lucky.
Good morning, everybody.
So you don't know how long then, Scott, that your dad's gonna have to stay up there, or?
Probably 2 or 3 weeks at the most.
Right.
They said they made sure to tell me don't bring anything in. He can't have anything around him.
Thanks, RNS. Yeah, it's crazy though. I mean, we're expecting a grandbaby next week, and my son's the only one allowed in the hospital. But if he leaves the hospital, he cannot go back in. So he has to stay till she gets out.
Naturally. I can't go in. I can't actually go in with them. I got to get them out of the truck, put them in a wheelchair, and then leave them in the parking lot, and they come and get them.
Right. Unless you get a COVID test and all that and everything, they're not going to let you in there, which, you know, that's standard protocol for everything anymore.
Yeah. My niece, my wacko niece is already mad because she wants to send him flowers or something. They said he can't have that stuff. Pollen will kill his lungs.
Right.
Oh, but there's no pollen. They just wanted to send him candy. He can't eat any.
Right.
There's no
Matter
need to get upset. It's basically just send it afterwards. That's all. If they can't send it then, just wait until he gets home.
can't do it. I mean, they don't want him. But yeah, that's what I said. He'll be home.
Right.
She don't understand that. She said there's no pollen on plants. Yes, there is.
Of course. How do you think they regenerate?
Right.
Miss Punky wants
Yeah,
to say good morning to everybody.
Well, he's so
RNS, I try to support everybody's stuff, and I like coming into your live streams and stuff. You put on a very good show and stuff there. Not a problem with me coming in to visit you on your live streams. Can't always make everybody's live stream, but I try. I've missed every one of Ken's so far there in the middle. I haven't been able to catch his lives. So you been out and got your coffee yet, Lucky?
No, I still work at my hot coffee.
Oh boy.
Got the van all lettered last night.
Did you?
Yep.
Cool.
You like how my old man was spending my money last night again?
Oh, yeah, he spent a little bit, yeah.
Hey, that's going to a good cause, though, Scott.
Yeah, I know. I just think it's funny. I'm driving and he's sitting there spending my money.
He was bored. He had to do something. It was okay.
Yeah. He said, "Well, he gave you gave away an Amazon card, so I can give away some more."
Yeah, why not? Lucky, if you want to drop that link to help out the Lucky House, get it out there and tell the people about what you're doing, and maybe we can get some more support.
All right. Well, first of all, what we do is we try to generate as much as possible with donations. Either could be delivered to the homestead, which is in Cumberland, Rhode Island. In all my descriptions, you'll see my email. Just email me, and I could give you my address. So if you're in a facility of Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Connecticut, somewhere, I do work in Massachusetts. So if you can't make it to Rhode Island, you could drop it off at my work. We're looking for, of course, jackets. Number one priority right now. Not too many people have jackets. Cash donations, I prefer not to have. It has to be PayPal. Also, super chats. Therefore, it's easy to regenerate onto purchasing merchandise. We do have a wish list on Amazon. What we basically do is we gather up 3-gallon plastic bags, and we purchase out of all the donations care packages. If you watch one of my videos, you'll see what we actually do with it. We set up a whole bunch of care packages, what people, homeless people, or less fortunate people need. We hand them out every Saturday or Sunday, depending on the weather. Twister V Twin Garage, it's very nice of him. He purchased another cart for us because we needed another cart to handle more merchandise. Last week we handled over 40 care packages. This week we should be able to take care of about 70, which that's going a positive way, because we're not able to help just 40 now. We're able to help 70.
Right.
Care packages will be taken care of as of today. We'll be putting those all together today. I got tons of stuff in the care packages. We give out socks, hygiene products, a few little snacks. Still haven't received a goal. My number one goal is for people to send me greeting cards or a handwritten letter. It does not have to have any of your personal information on it. Just send them to me, and I can put them in the care packages. This way, people around the world is actually, making an effort. If you can't afford anything, a care package with a little note in it stating, you're from Kentucky, you're from New Jersey, you're from Canada, Australia, wherever you're watching this from. I think that would be pretty cool for somebody to open up a care package and read a nice little letter stating they're from a different part of the country or the world. So if you can, I appreciate if you send a little handwritten letter and I can put it in a care package for them.
Sorry about that. I was my surrogate daughter rang me.
And also, everybody, keep in mind that these donations, a lot of these homeless people, unfortunately, are vets that have served their time and stuff, and there's a lot of vets out there that still needs help throughout this whole ordeal.
There's a PayPal link, and if you choose to do an Amazon wish list, I have that available. We'll set that up as well. I do have one cart, which Twisted purchased, so I do not need a cart right away, but I'm going to keep that up there. So please, if you're going to purchase anything, I think right now what we really need is women's hygiene products. They're monthly little pads. That's the one thing I did not pick up yet. So we do have a lot of bags. We do have sandwich bags, but as far as the women's hygiene products, we need more of the women hygiene products. We have a lot of men's stuff.
Right. And there's just as many women as there is men out there that are homeless.
Mm-hmm.
And I just gave you guys the link for the Amazon wish list.
So are you getting a lot of people contacting you, Lucky, or?
Localized, I had that local hotel that donated a couple boxes of hygiene products, which is, you see, if you want to make me large, this way they can see a little bit better. A couple boxes of the hygiene products, as you see, it's hand soap, little sanitizer bottles. This is a little bit of sticks of dodo in it. I call it underarm junk. So little shampoos, some lotions. Yeah, a lot of little shampoo bottles from the hotels, and we got a couple boxes of hand soap, which is like these here, little boxes here. They're able to also donate a whole bunch of little tiny hospital socks. I got everything all on my table over there, so I can't really show too much right now. But this is all the things that we purchased underarm junk. Toothpaste. We have enough merchandise right now to fill up at least 70 bags. This is what a bag would look like after we get done filling it up.
Okay.
So this is what we call a care package. The fruits and vegetables we usually take out and put back in the refrigerator this way they're not sitting in here all week. You get a pair of socks. Get some hand wipes, underarm junk, little tissue paper, toothpaste, of course, toothbrush, razor, and you get a few little snacks in here. And that usually will last them a week or so. The hygiene products. And then we have other bags. I don't know if I have one here for them. The woman bags, they usually go faster. And then we have other care packages that some people don't need the hygiene products. They'll say, oh, we don't need the hygiene products because they already have some. So I end up giving them little tissue papers, a bottle of water, a whole bunch of little snacks. Of course, if you don't have a place to have, silverware, plastic fork. Nobody ever thinks about putting plastic forks or plastic spoons in a care package. Because sometimes they receive canned goods and they don't have nothing to eat it with. So I make sure I do that. Little bag of chips, some breakfast bars, a little bit of candy, a little instant coffee pack for Folgers. Make sure they get some Sweet and Low in there. So we do set up different type of care packages, depending what they would like. You can check out some of my videos.
You got an Ollie's near you, Lucky?
Ollie's?
You got Ollie's? Yep.
I think so. I don't shop there. Ollie's? I think there's one.
If there's an Ollie's near you, they got Wells. They're a generic cargo coat, like Carhartt coat. They're selling them $20 a pop to $29, depending on the size.
I completely understand that, but $20, that's 20 people that I could be able to get.
Well, I'm saying if you find out they have them, I could call in there and give them my information and buy some.
Right. I'll be honest with you. I understand you like to help. I don't want to sound greedy, but that's $20 could go towards 2 jackets. Because right now, it's towards the end of the season, you probably could go to Walmart and pick up 2 jackets for the same price.
Oh, I know that. I'm just saying that because they're waterproof jackets. That's what I'm thinking.
No, I understand what you're saying. I appreciate that. I'm trying to look to be able to help more people with a $20 bill instead of just one.
Oh, no, I'm not talking just one. I'm talking like 5 or 6,
Yep, I appreciate that. I get that information. I'll find out and I'll let you know. We also help people throughout the country. If you do have a local Walmart and you do need some things, we're willing to do a little bit of shopping to hold you off. You could get a hold of us and we could be able to log into your local Walmart. And all you would have to do is just go there and pick up the merchandise.
And that's what's good about the internet and all that. It can all be done from right there at your computer. You can order and they can pick up the merchandise wherever they're at.
Right?
That's it.
So Sparky, what's the big delay in the internet? I got a big lag again this morning.
I was on Zoom. Is it yesterday or day before? I was on Zoom the other day with the main department, and there is a delay in the UK, but the US should be fine. I just think it's because too many people using it.
Really?
But the other thing as well, you may not realised, Windows 10 had an update over about probably 3 weeks ago, and it zapped the internet. It zapped the computers. It won't start your network up. It won't start half your stuff up. So you have to go manually into the stuff. I've had to do it myself. It took me 5 o'clock in the morning until at least 9 o'clock at night, all day, doing all the adjustments and everything. And it's took me all day to get it sorted out because of the problems. But now you can just tell I'm not lagging. I'm not nothing because I put it all onto the hard drive. The hard drive's taking care of it. And that's the only way around it. I've solved 8 computers now, people's computers with that. It's just a pain in the backside to do. So, I didn't want to do that, but I had no choice.
Has anybody seen Jeff around? I haven't seen him on anybody's streams here lately.
No.
That's funny.
Do you have his contact information? I think you have his. Didn't he give you a call recently?
I think he did.
It was during my depression videos.
Oh,
I think he had to talk to you
yeah,
somewhere around there.
yeah. We got a superstar in the basement, guys.
Mixed mowers.
Do I need to let it out of jail? Good morning, Crystal.
Oh,
Morning,
good
guys.
morning, Crystal.
Morning, Miss Crystal.
Hi guys. I just had to come on because last night you were telling me I needed to send pictures. My sense of adventure went away in my hair. Gone.
That you need to set up your contact with Polar Bear.
I wouldn't mind, but I haven't set up Facebook with anybody that I get on the live streams with. I don't even have Froggy or Katrina.
Really?
Yeah, you don't even have me.
I'm sorry, Sandy. Oof.
You need to start setting everybody up on there.
I will, but oof.
That's one thing I don't do a whole lot of, and that's Facebook and that.
Well, if anybody's friends with me on Facebook, if you notice the post I said, Facebook, I think I'm going to start getting rid of a lot of things in there, redirecting that like I did with my YouTube. It's just too much bullcrap on it.
Yeah,
I've got Lucky on my Facebook, but I haven't done any interaction with him.
Yeah.
Right.
I gived up Facebook, not gived up, but I don't. I have a friends and family page only, and that's it on it. I use the website. I built my own website for the year, and everybody wants me to come through my website, and that's it. If you really want to talk to me, my website's there, and that's the end of it for me. I mean, I can't stand all the actual idiocy on there.
Right.
I have the Lucky fan page, the same thing, and as far as the videos that we upload and I share, it will go to the Facebook, but I think I'm going to cut my messenger off.
So
That's why I don't get the bings on my phone. Drop that and a few other things I think I'm going to get rid of.
But you know that's where a lot of people get hacked is through Facebook.
Yep. My son lost me access to my original Facebook account. So I set up a new one, and when I did that, I think I've got like 40 friends, and I almost got hacked. My other channel got hacked. My other account did. So I'm like, go right ahead because you're not going to get anything out of it. I don't use my credit cards on there at all. So.
Right. And there was a pretty good sized channel, Winnie, that she got hacked on YouTube, and she lost her account and had to start all over again.
I'm ready for a nap.
Crockpot liners, Ed?
What's that, Ken?
Did you get more crockpot liners?
I'm getting them tomorrow.
Crockpot liners.
Yeah, it's really easy to wash.
Yeah,
They are the bomb, dude.
Exactly.
I don't much care for them. I think that plastic paste goes into the food.
not as much, but when you have to stand there and scrub for half an hour because somebody burned it, you want the liner.
Yeah, but he don't scrub it.
Oh, jeez. Did you have to open that up, Crystal Lynn?
I'm sorry. I've been cooking for over 30 years. Yes.
Oh, Lordy.
Me too, and I think it makes it a heck of a lot easier. And he's going, yeah.
I've been burning for over 30 years.
And that's why I'm not going to your house, because I wouldn't have anything to eat there.
Burning?
I burn food. I'm a lousy cook. The only thing I cook is a hamburger or liver.
I'm just lazy and don't want to wash dishes or scrub dishes.
That and German potato salad. I can make an awesome German potato salad.
Be right back. I can get more coffee.
When I lose my favorite pot because somebody burned popcorn in it, yeah, crock pot liners are a blessing and a major time saver.
Yeah, I've been cooking over 20 odd years and I've never had a problem, never burnt anything. So,
who uses a pot to burn? I use an air fryer, an air popper for popcorn.
This was before the air fryer, before air fryers. The original, you put oil and popcorn kernels in the bottom of the pot.
Yep.
Right.
Oh. Okay.
And my dad burned it. I cleaned it. He burned it. I cleaned it the third time. He burned it. I threw it out, and I about beat my dad.
That's why my mother's all her pots for years were cast iron, because my father's the same way.
Wow. I got to go back through all this stuff and see if I can find. I got Jeff's phone number and stuff somewhere. Morning, Harold.
Morning, Harold. Oh, yeah.
Because Jeff generally don't miss people's things, and I haven't seen him in a couple of days.
No, I haven't seen him either.
Oh, Harold's working today. What did he send me that on?
What do you have to do to Danny's vehicle, Ed?
He put a new transfer case in his truck, and the front drive shaft is leaking at the transfer case. And he's put 3 different seals in it, and it's still leaking.
Check to make sure when you pull that yoke off that it don't have a groove wore in from the seal.
Well, his truck's a 99, and he used a transfer case out of a 2004 Suburban. And I'm thinking he's using the seal from the Suburban, not the truck. They're probably different. I just ran into that with that pickup. I just ran into that problem with that pickup truck. We put that motor and transmission in. It was out of a van. We didn't think anything about it. Threw the drive shaft and stuff back in it. It was pissing out so much transmission fluid out of the back of it that we had to actually put like 4 more quarts in. Change the seal to the truck seal. It's fine.
Wow.
You might need to get the front yoke off the other vehicle as well. I've seen that where you have to change the yoke.
Well, the part number for the yokes for the front drive shaft are the same, but the length of the drive shaft might be a hair off or something. That's what I'm kind of weird trying to figure out. If the part numbers are the same, calling for the same part, the seal should be the same. But you know,
those transfer cases ain't cheap.
Mm-hmm. But Ed, did you get the seal of approval afterwards?
Yeah. Hey, I was amazed, man. That junkyard motor we dropped in that truck, not a tick, not a nothing, man. We pulled the valve covers off of it. It was cleaner than the truck than the motor we pulled out of the truck.
Blimey.
You know, they said it only had 130,000 miles on that motor. It looked like it had 30,000 miles on the motor.
I broke my car in.
For you, Ed.
You broke your car.
Yeah, it's got to go to dealership today. The ignition coil
Or something.
Wow,
on a brand new car.
that's crazy.
But they're giving me a loaner, so I don't have to worry about it.
You know what I was thinking, Joe? How about those cars that you stop at a light and it shuts off? Then you step on the fuel and it starts up again.
Yep.
Which is all right.
Ford.
And those
Don't
Chevys
you
have them
think-
too.
Right. Don't you think that's going to wear out the starter eventually?
Oh
Like-
yeah, that's
Yeah.
my mom's
I
got
don't
a
know,
Kia
I
that
don't
does that.
Yeah.
You can shut it off though, to where it won't do it.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah,
just
I don't like that.
drive me poo poo knowing that just shuts off and then you step on the gas, it has to start up again.
Yeah, what are they doing?
What about like your air conditioning?
Exactly.
What about you know, like does your air conditioning, does the compressor stop compressing? You know what I mean? Your AC is gonna
Yep.
stop working.
Yeah, everything shuts down.
I thought I broke Robbie's truck when it did it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Our
My
first
son didn't
Malibu,
tell me.
our first Malibu we got at work had that, and the first day it went out, it was probably 7:00 at night. I got a call from security saying that the car is shutting off, just shutting off. I'm like, well, where are they at? Well, heck, they were down in Columbus,
Hmm.
you know, which is, you know, a couple hours away. I'm like, you're gonna have to send it to the, call a tow truck and have it taken to a dealership down there somewhere, warranty. Well, then the person that was driving it called me directly. And it's like, yeah, every time I come up to a stop sign or something, stoplight, the thing stalls, and I hit the starter and it starts right back up. I'm like, I said, drive it once. I want to hear it. I said, then it hit me that it had the automatic, shut off on. I'm like, it's fine. It's supposed to do that. Well, that's annoying. What do you want me to do about it? What do you want me to do about it? Drive down there and fix it for you?
Morning, Willie.
There's a button on the dash that it's probably like an eco mode button or something. You can just hit that button and it'll shut off.
Yeah.
Well, not the first gen ones. You actually had to go into the settings on the control and shut it off. So
Sounds like fun. It does.
Yeah, that's the next thing. When this car goes to the dealership, I want them to show me how to reset that oil life in that car. I went through this manual on all of our owner books and everything, and nowhere in there can I find. It's crazy.
hey, Dirtfoot.
Racing, how you doing?
That's hilarious. I was just watching Dirtfoot's video on Instagram, and then he pops up in the in the chat.
Well,
Cool.
you're talking about that oil life thing. Our admissions car that our admissions department uses all the time. They sent me an email yesterday saying that they need an oil change. Their oil life monitors saying that, I went back and looked at the records since this whole COVID thing started. They have went 410 miles in their car, and I just did the oil change last January, not this past year, January before 2020, and they've went 400 and some miles. The monitor goes by time and mileage, and they're saying it's time for an oil change because it's been a year. I'm like, I ain't changing no freaking oil,
Right.
Well, Polar Bear Ed just uploaded a video this morning. You guys gotta check it out. Engine swap. Got it off his bucket list.
Yeah, did an LS swap.
There you go.
Hey, can I get your opinion on flex fuel? What do you think? The vehicle's capable of running flex fuel.
It's a lot cheaper.
I know that.
But it uses a lot more of it.
Does it?
Yeah.
I was wondering if your fuel mileage went down.
No, you could actually you gotta mix it with Flex Seal though for it to work properly.
Yeah,
It ain't worth it, Ed. My Impala is that E85 shit, and it gets 19 miles to the gallon with gas. With the flex fuel, it gets like 9 miles to the gallon.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it don't run as good. I'll tell you that right now. And if you look it up, it shortens the life of your catalytic converters.
Mm.
Yeah, that
You don't want to replace a catalytic converter. That's for damn sure.
No, that's.
I tried it. I tried it. 2 tanks.
Unless you know somebody from the ghetto that could be able to get you one.
That wouldn't be too good though.
Yeah, I'll give someone $100. They go cut one off a car for me.
I'll give them $100 and just cut the catalyst out of it.
You give them $100, you give them more than that because they're worth more than $100. They probably cut it and scrap it. Take your $100 as well.
Actually, the newer ones aren't worth as much as the older ones. The older ones have the more valuable minerals in them than the new ones.
Platinum.
We just had 3 guys in this area that had a high-speed chase and they ended up crashing. They were from Queens, New York. They came from Queens, New York. They cut out a whole bunch of cattle converters, stuck them in a truck, and they're being chased through 3 cities there before they got pulled over.
Yeah, I got Jeff's Instagram, but I don't have a phone number for Jeff. I was checking back through to see how to get in touch with him to see how he's doing.
Whoa.
Augie.
Let's see.
Yeah. Well, we were
The other day I was
discussing.
looking at. Damn it! I cannot.
Nate.
I don't know why I always gotta try to talk
Alright.
over somebody every time. No, I quit talking. Y'all go ahead.
Nobody's talking.
Nate, where'd you go? It's your turn.
Yeah.
Back here, Everly.
Oh, dude.
Hey,
So what's
Peter,
everyone?
Good morning.
I'm gonna say, what's everyone doing today then besides chilling out with cups of coffee or cups of tea?
Well,
Laundry and grocery shopping.
You can do mine with pleasure.
laundry care packages.
With a fire away, man.
Anybody want to come and help take care of care packages for me? And then tomorrow morning I'm gonna make up about 70 sandwiches.
Mm.
Oh dear. If I was there looking, I would have given you a hand.
Who knows, Lucky? Maybe I'll get bored on the way home and just keep going up the mast.
Well, it's not Mass, it's Long Island. I'm right off the highway too.
Yes.
So we
Look at this, not even paying attention to the chat.
Ow. I've got the mucky on my lap right now. You can just tell the got the mucky just trying to get a bit of a fuss out of me. Oh, don't worry, that was fog on, leg on.
Yeah, they don't want you to know how to reset that light.
Oh dear.
How's Nate coming with that motor?
I don't know. He's working on it still.
Nate can't come to the phone right now, but if you leave your name, message, and a brief Yeah, I'll get back to you.
Beep.
Oh, Lord.
So,
So,
All right,
is
guys.
everyone- Ken, how you been, mate? After your jab the other day, how are you feeling now?
Fine. Back to
Fine.
normal.
Back to normal. Well, do me a favour, right? You've never been normal, have you? Because since I've been on the screen, you know what I mean?
Yep. What is normal?
What is normal? Yeah, definitely. I got our appointment in 2 weeks' time to go for the job, so yeah. I hope it's a nice, fit young lady, you know what I mean, doing it. It'll be fine. I wonder if she's going to be in the bikini, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? I'll make it easier.
And on tonight's live stream, I have to open up a couple packages that I've received that people want me to take a look at. So I'll be showing that tonight on the live stream.
All right, everybody. I got to get out of here. I got a few things I have to start off my day with. We thank you, everybody. Again, Twisted V Twin Garage, thank you for the cart, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Have a good
I just dropped your PayPal. I just dropped your PayPal one last time, Lucky.
Thank you very much. All right, guys, I'm out of here, and thank you, guys. I'll be listening in the chat.
He's off the Dunkin'. Gotta get iced coffee.
Exactly.
Yeah. We know his routine by now.
Hey, Sparky, how's Mick's wife doing with COVID?
As far as I know, okay. I haven't had a chance to talk to him much because I've been extremely busy, but I've been asking around. I did send him an email the other day because he had a major malfunction with the StreamYards. So we've been trying to diagnose it at the moment. So, yes. Hopefully we can diagnose it soon.
I wonder if they're doing updates or upgrades or what the heck they're doing, trying to get it compatible, or what in the world is it?
I've got no idea. The way we were talking about it when I was on Zoom is the UK is getting dropped at the moment to basics. US is having a lot of problems because of what do you call it, freedom of speech and all this kind of bull sugary stuff going on. And they're dropping down speeds. So Spectrum apparently is having problems. Don't know who Spectrum is, Horizon. Don't know who they are. I have no idea who they are. But apparently they've had complaints about it. I know I was on the Zoom call for about 4 hours. We're just having a good old conversation like we're doing here. And they're saying they've had enough. There's nothing they can do about it. But I've got a funny feeling, and please don't take this the wrong way. They're doing a massive upgrade, and they're getting rid of a lot of shall we say, bots and bits and pieces, and they're putting like a speed drop so they can keep an eye on what's going on. So hopefully it's just that.
Morning, Donnie. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, because we got Spectrum here, and that's what we use, and they're from sitting here looking at both screens running.
Yeah.
Between StreamYard and YouTube, there's a big delay.
Yes, there is. There is so much big of a delay, but I don't understand how it can. I mean, like I was on stream the other day, and I went from 720p down to nothing hardly, and then back up again. But I lost no internet. I lost nothing. So the problem is with that is I've explained to them I can't understand it because I've got proper internet and I shouldn't have this issue. And they put it down to YouTube. So I've been on to YouTube, and YouTube said, let's have a look into it. Let's have a look into it. And they're still trying to figure out what is wrong with the system.
Right.
And as soon as they get back to me, Matt, I will get back to you straight away. But it's just, I don't know. I mean, there's too many variables, and too many coincidences having problems.
Right. Morning, fat buddy cat. Now, but it's still basically from you over in UK to us here.
Yeah.
It's still basically the same frequencies and all that, correct, though?
It is and it isn't now, because we've got rid of Flash and we've got rid of certain software, like the old days software, they called it old days. And there was a major update. I don't know if you've had the update yet on your computers yet, but you should have had the update. I've only just installed it because I manually had to do it manually. And it was, give me 1 second. Because this is what the lady was on about, Serena from YouTube. She said this update will help your computer, and it hasn't helped it, but it has helped other things like streaming and stuff. I sent it about it to Mick, and to have a look at it, see if he's updated it. Give me 1 second. Yeah, optional quality update, they call it, and feature window update to 20H2. Both are reliable and both have to work well. And I've not had no issues with this software. I mean, like now, I've had one glitch already today, and that's because of either Sunix has kicked off on our internet or something, but I've had no issues. I've been on, my radio's been fine. I've had no problems with anything since I've installed these things. So hopefully it's just that.
Morning, William. Yeah, I seen that whenever I was going down to Kentucky, and next thing I know is it says Twisted Beach Wing Garage was live, and that was the wife taking over.
Yeah, I overslept that morning. I was going to be on about the same time I was today, but I just couldn't get up.
You don't have to work today?
No, actually, the job I have now, I have Saturdays and Sundays off.
Nice.
Yes. I just keep getting up at the same time so I don't oversleep and not go into work during the week.
It's your schedule.
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to getting up at 2 a.m. and I thought I'd sleep in this morning, and the wife, 4 a.m., up and chipper, waking me up. Come on, let's go have some coffee. I'm like, I'm going to sleep in.
Well, you did sleep in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Me too.
Morning, everybody. Yeah, it's crazy, but I had a rough week this week.
I think a lot of people said rough week. Sorry, go on.
Oh, no, you're fine.
I don't like standing on people. It hurts.
It'd be kind of hard with me. Can't stand on me. I'm 6 foot.
I'm 6 foot as well, but I weigh about 95,000 pounds.
I ain't going into my weight. It's too much.
95,000 pounds. I'm not afraid of my weight. Heck, it's only 365.
Is that with the donuts or without the donuts?
That's before I have the donuts.
Yeah.
I need to lose a good 20 and I'll be good.
Well, you'd go to a bandit for that one or a slot machine with that 20, wouldn't you?
Yeah, no.
Dirt Foot Racing. I'd like to see a big old propane tank hanging on that bike.
I would just say, like, take the big propane tank, put your front forks, just weld them to the tank, and then weld your swing arm off the back of the tank, put you a seat on top. You're good to go, man. You can forever drive to California on that baby.
There you go.
That sounds like some fun, that does.
About 4 or 5 years ago, I lost a good chunk of weight, but my appearance didn't change.
Well, I can't help that you got rid of your ex. You know, I lost 300 pounds one time in 2 hours. But he's just an idiot, so I was better off.
Wow. Or Dirtfoot, you could even forget the propane and inject some NOS. That'd be cool.
Well, that would be a ride.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, definitely.
That'd be a quick pickup.
I was watching Uncle Rob. Is it called Uncle Rob? He was destroying mowers the other day. He was destroying all sorts. That was crazy. Sat watching that.
Yeah.
Babysitting this weekend, Ed.
Are you?
Yep.
How's she doing?
She's doing fine.
Fat Buddy Cat cook a cheeseburger and drives a go-kart off the same tank. That would be pretty cool too. Hook the tank right up to the barbecue grill at the race and then hook it back to the bike and away you go.
Yep.
That's it. You'd be frying tonight.
I'm saying just build the grill right onto the go-kart so you can grill as you're driving. 24-hour race, you got to eat, you know?
Yeah.
You're the only one I can
I'm
think of that
dying
one.
right now, dude. I'm willing to bet me going fast will do that. I am willing to bet because he's got that propane go-kart, man. All he's got to do is run a little extra line Y off of that baby somewhere and count him a grill right in front of the steering wheel and just.
I'm saying off to the side probably would be better.
Oh, you want it off to the side?
Yeah, wouldn't affect your view. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man, what are you talking about? That's you smell it. You know, you got to keep the smells going as you're. It's just,
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't want the smoke in your face when you're trying to drive, even though it's good.
Oh my goodness.
Antonio said they just figured out why he doesn't go live no more. This is where ideas come from, Antonio.
Talking about live videos and all that kind of stuff. Ken says he don't want to make videos, but years back he made a video. I remembered it yesterday on a Monte Carlo. Yeah.
I don't remember it.
Oh, I do. Because it involved a red Monte Carlo and a blue Monte Carlo. Made it for school. Made it for school.
Uh-oh.
Won't remember it.
Too bad you don't have it, Ed. You could show
Yeah,
it.
it would have probably been on videotape, VHS tape or something.
Yep.
Blimey, you're not that old, eh?
Morning, Jeff. Where you been? We haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah. Where's
Hi,
Jeff
Jeff.
been?
Yeah, I don't know where Jeff's been. Must have been hiding out.
Either that or that snow got to him.
That could be too. Maybe he got all snow flustered.
Stuck in a drift.
Yeah.
It could have been the snowman.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
there's Jeff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I seen him.
I had to go. I had to go refill.
Refill.
Oh.
So how much more you got to do, Nate, before you're ready to put fuel to that thing?
I don't know. I one step forward, 3 steps back with me.
Oh, that can't be that bad.
Now I'm worried about the damn. I don't know. When I took it back apart, I put it together the other day and it was fine. And the other day when I took the rod bearings out and put them back in, I swear the lobe is hitting the damn crank, but I can't tell because I don't have the side cover on, you know, and everything's not lined up perfectly how it's supposed to be when you're turning it over. So I'm actually thinking about taking that motor I blew up on a couple live streams ago, that other motor, cutting the side cover like across, you know, so you could bolt it up and see inside still and turn it over that way. I was actually thinking about doing that. So, I don't know.
That's the reason whenever you get it all together, you turn it over by hand in case something doesn't hit. But then you're going to have to figure out, and if the cam is hitting the crank, the lobe, you want to just grind that spot on the crank to get your clearance.
I hope it does. I don't want to grind on that damn crank, man.
Well, you don't have to take a whole lot. You just got to get enough to clearance. Sometimes that happens.
And it just stinks because other people like have done it, and it was weird because I had it in there and it wasn't hitting. I was rolling it over and everything. I don't know if I had the cam in wrong, like because I was asking Ed last night, like it's got to be at top dead center when you line those two dots up, right?
Yeah. Let me think. On that motor right there, I think your two dots line up in the center.
Yeah, they meet.
Yes, they meet in the center.
Yeah, that's not a problem there. Like I got a mess over here right now. My shoulder hurts. Anybody ever slept on one side for like way too long and you wake up and then your whole shoulder is like killing you?
Every night.
Good morning.
Yeah, bud. Oh, my shoulder is like throbbing right now.
Vita. Yeah.
That's why I pop 3 Aleve every morning.
So there's your dot. It's at top dead center. And there's your other dot.
No, those dots are supposed to line up to one another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn your
When you're not looking straight at it.
Turn your crank to where them two dots are meted right there in the middle.
One off. Hold on. Can you see them?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Can you see the dots?
Yep. That's exactly the way you want it.
Go zoom tight.
And now if
Sorry
you
about that, guys.
if you take and spin that right there where it's at, you should be able to see what you need for clearance.
Right.
Something's hitting right there, no?
No. Right here.
Okay. Stop it in that spot and figure out what's hitting. And you'll have to clearance that spot.
No, it ain't hitting nothing.
Check your rod too to make sure that rod's not touching the skirt.
Yeah, it's not. It's close, but it's not.
Okay, go backwards a little bit there.
I think that's just my crank making noise because it ain't.
I see your crank moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go back.
See. And also, so the way I got to hold the camshaft in there, right, when I'm doing this.
Right.
And these gears ain't lined up perfectly. Like, it needs to be like this when I'm spinning it. But it's hard to hold all that stuff in the same, like as soon as you go to spin it, it wants to push out.
How much room do you got between that skirt and that rod? Because it looks like it's mighty close.
It is.
Because you got to figure when them RPMs come up, you get any vibration or anything like that, you're going to hit the rod.
Can you see it? Yeah, you can see. Just giving it a little love kiss. No.
Yeah.
It'll
It's not
self-clear.
touching. It ain't touching.
Yep, just make sure that you got the clearance for it.
But I think
define
cutting that
clearance.
I think cutting that old side case down would probably be a good idea, Nate.
Yeah.
Man, I already had it together once and it did not, there was nothing touching. I don't know. That's what gets me is I had it together. What's it hurt just to put the side cover back on and just feel it, you know? See if
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Oh, that's shiny.
Now put the drill on the starter nut there and spin it over.
That's how you sell clearance right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ticketa.
Yeah, that crank moves around a lot in there, Antonio, when that side cover ain't on there.
Man, that's a lot of shiny parts on that motor.
You ain't even seen them all yet. Well, you have, but not all together. Dirtfoot should know more than anybody if these cams will if you have to clearance them.
Well, heck, a stock cam like that ought to just go right in with no problem.
Yep.
Yeah, right. Why am I having so much trouble with this stock cam, Dirtfoot?
Wrong.
I'm not even gonna tighten it much. I'm just a little bit. Nothing.
Yeah, it was the
Smooth
cam
it.
moving. It was
Well-
the crank moving around, binding up.
Nope. It's hitting right now on something.
Okay. Open it up and find out where you're hitting.
Son of a meat cigarette.
If you had some engineering dye, you could have put it on the cam, and then you could have seen where the actual thing was being marked in the case. Then.
Yep, the lobe is hitting the camshaft or crankshaft.
Okay. You're going to have to grind on that crankshaft on the weight itself, correct?
No. Where it connects to the connecting rod.
What?
Get out of here, thing. Let's see. It's like right here.
Yeah, you're gonna have to take a little bit off the side of that cam lobe.
Yeah, I'd rather take some off that lobe.
Sorry. It's an alarm. I set my phone to go off and it didn't. I shut my phone off and it didn't shut off. But that's what wakes me up every morning.
Yeah, you can take the side of that lobe off some to get your clearance.
Oh my lordy. Oh my lordy. I'm gonna have to take like 1/8 of it off.
Wow.
Maybe not. I don't know, man. Jesus.
It's nothing easy about that billet stuff.
Evidently not.
But I have seen some people take a little bit of the connecting rod, shave a little bit on it. That rod is actually beefier than your stock rod.
Holy smokes. That can't be right. That cannot be right. Dirtfoot.
Oh dear.
Dirtfoot needs to make a house call.
Willie says, Nate, break out the Play-Doh. And Fat Buddy Cat says, look at the spring on the cam gear.
Yeah, I'm looking now. Pull it back out. Hell, I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch some more videos, obviously.
Right. Usually, if I was doing it, I would take it off of the counterweight on the crank.
Yeah, but it's hitting the crank connecting rod, not the counterweight, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You take your old rod and look how thin it is compared to that billet rod. You can shave a little bit off of that billet rod.
No, it's not hitting the rod. It's hitting the crank where the crank connects to the rod.
Right.
I'll show you. It's hitting like right here. Like right here somewhere. I don't understand how I had the motor together before and nothing was hitting. That's what I don't understand. I feel like I'm doing something wrong.
I'm no engineer, so but I've done engineering a little bit. But is there something like you're missing, or you've actually not misaligned or something?
Right. Yeah, that's the thing that's getting me too. Is like I put the piston at top dead center, and then line the holes up, and it hits. But I had it together before because there's two ways you can line it up. If you put the piston down, it'll the dot will line up too, and it'll be different. I think, or not. How's that happen? I don't know. I had the damn thing in there, and I swear nothing was hitting.
If you look, as I've seen on the video there, I can see it. It looks like it's not sitting properly with the piston thing. It doesn't look like it's sitting on there properly, but that's down. I can't. That may be the camera's fault.
Right. Morning, Drifty.
It could be.
Nate,
and you got to think too.
Is the intake on this side of the motor or the other side, the intake valve?
I think intake's on this side, I think. I never remember which one's which. The intake is on the other side. The other side, not this side.
Okay, you want your piston at top dead center, and that lobe of that cam to just be touching that intake lifter to be close to being lined up. So whichever dot's the closest to that.
Well, there's only one dot.
I thought you said there was two dots.
No, there's one. I'm pretty sure there's only one way you could do this. That is lined up. Top dead center, everything. And it's kind of clearing now, but I'm pushing on it. No, it ain't either. I don't know. might call Go Power Sports.
Ben, Nate, was there a spacer between the cover and the crank?
Like right here?
Right there. The guy that built, there was a guy, the guy that built the 212 on the one show, he showed putting a spacer between that and the outer plate in order to set the in clearance on the crank.
Right.
So that would make one thing, but he did have to take, he took around 5/1000ths of an inch off of the crank with a die grinder with like a green Scotch-Brite pad on it. And that's all he did. He said it's only got to be about 5/1000ths of an inch clearance.
Right.
Now, I can't remember the video, but Tampa Boy watched the same one, and he might remember who the guy is. But he goes right to it. He's doing close to the same build you're doing right now.
Right.
Some guy from out west.
This was on the back, but I don't think it made a difference.
No, it looked like a set of shims, like, to set the in clearance on the crank. So when
it makes sense.
What it did, it goes
on, it pushes it.
Yeah, because your gasket's going to shim it out, but also, so it's going to let that crank move in and out. So if you put those shims in there, it is going to push it in a little bit. But he did take off with a die grinder, just took off about 5 to 10,000ths of an inch. He says it don't need a lot of clearance, just enough to clear.
Right. I think I'm gonna have to. And he took it off the crank?
He took it off the crank, right off that look, right where, where the cam's hitting them, right there next to the your rod.
That's what it is. That's what I gotta do.
That's where he took it off. Now that's what, well, at least that's what I saw him doing. He was building a Predator 212, and this guy, he owns a cycle shop, and he builds a lot of these things. I think it's in Arizona is where the guy's at.
Is it Paul's Carts?
I don't know, but he's got a big cycle
shop. I think I know who you're talking about. I think I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember his name.
Because I turned Tampa onto it, and he went and checked it out, and he told me, "Thank you. Hey, this is cool," And
yeah, I should put the side cover on and see how much in play I got. Because if I have a lot of in play, it might. If I push it this way, it might clear. I pull it this way, it'll hit.
Right. But you should have your gasket on there too. Just set it on there, because that's going to change. That gasket's going to change. That gasket's how many thousandths of an inch?
Yeah. Actually, I think I might have some like spacer gaskets too. Like if it was too tight.
No, it has to be on the crank. Didn't you get like 3 round washers that look like washers, but they're thin pieces of metal?
No.
He had them. Well, I know this guy did have them, and they went on the Predator, and they were they're different, like maybe 5/1000ths, a 10/1000ths, or whatever shim. They were like round,
exactly
flat
what
washers.
you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. Redbeard's Garage had to use them, or somebody wants to.
Yeah. Because you got to set that in play, because otherwise your crank's going to be wobbing in and out.
Right. So you don't have a whole lot, just holding it. Who is that? Who was talking just now?
William.
Oh, it was William. I couldn't figure out who the hell that was. Who?
Wayne Hatfield.
Oh, okay. I could not put my finger on who was talking. I was like, who?
It's too hard to type this stuff in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now I'm just going by what this guy, he's built a lot of them. And that one he had was, what did he say? It turned over 10,000 RPMs and 30 some horse.
Yeah. Yep. I'm hoping to get at least 20.
Oh, you get that.
Okay, I did notice something, Nate. As you're tightening them up, you're pressing your flywheel out. So the end play is pushing that flywheel. Yeah.
That's way too much end play.
Way too much. That's why you're probably hitting.
Push on that crank towards
Push
the
in on
flywheel, spin it.
Yep.
Yeah, and spin it over.
Hitting.
No.
Same spot. Oh, it's hitting hard.
Right.
So he's going to have to clearance crank.
That, and I think, and I need shims too, probably.
Was there shims there when you took that motor apart, Nate?
No. Nope, there was not.
You didn't change the crank. It's still the stock crank.
Right.
So you're going to have to do some clearancing in order to make it work out.
Yep. I believe so.
Well, that gentleman out there did both. He put the shims in and he clearanced it with the grinder.
I think I do need shims though. I didn't even think about that. But I did watch a video where somebody used shims. Yeah,
What
it's
about-
hitting right on that lobe.
What about that motor that you blew up? Is there any shims over there at that motor?
I doubt it. I don't think stock ones even come with them, Twisted. I really don't think they do. Stock ones? I don't know. It'd be right here on the crank if there was. Now I gotta take the rod back out again.
Welcome to engine
Alright,
building.
after that.
That's why they call it a dry fit. That way you get it all set.
Trust you me, my V-twin motor, I've had that thing apart 15 times before I finally settled down and locked it all in.
It's not gonna hurt this rod, is it? Me putting it on and taking it off?
No.
Shouldn't.
Unless you drop it or bend it, it'll be fine. You can take it out in and out hundreds of times.
Put the stock cam in and see if it hits.
It shouldn't.
It probably won't. It probably won't because it doesn't have as much lift.
Lobe.
I'm looking at that other motor. There's no shims on that one either.
Okay.
I don't know what I did with the damn other cans. I have two of them.
He's probably going to end up taking it off that crank to get the clearance.
Yeah, I got to. There ain't no way around it.
Right.
Yeah, the gentleman took it off the crank. He didn't take it off the cam.
Holy crap.
Hey,
I'm a
Nate.
little nervous. Huh.
That's custom building. No.
I know, man.
When you're dealing with billet parts, you always end up having to do some modifications to get it to work.
Well, I got it marked with the marker
Right.
where I need to take it off. I'm just scared now of vibration.
Vibration?
Yeah, from taking stuff off of the crank.
You
Material.
ain't taking that much off.
Yeah, you're not taking enough off, and I'm sure that part's going to have vibration anyway.
Holy. Can you see the mark I put right there?
Uh-huh.
That's where I got to grind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And that's probably not very, very much that you're going to take off of it.
Yeah, he didn't take very much off. You're right, Twisted V Twin.
Yeah, it's not going to take a whole lot. Not what you're thinking. You're just more so going to round that more to get a little bit more clearance.
Right.
Take a little off at a time.
Yep, and keep checking it.
Yep.
You could save what you take off and glue in that hole. That would fix your balancing problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear Gorilla Glue is pretty good stuff.
Yep. As long as you get it good and clean, it'll stay right there.
I wonder if they sell crank that are already clearance for this rod. For this cam.
No.
No?
No, because everything's different. Everyone's different.
Morning, Casey.
Morning, Casey.
Yeah, you're not going to have to take off as much as you're thinking, Nate. It's going to be just little bits at a time.
Mm-hmm.
It probably won't even be the thickness of a fingernail.
Man, when I was looking at it, it looked like it needed a lot taken off.
No, just a little bit at a time, Nate, and keep trying it. What? You got your old rod there, Nate?
Yeah.
Taking figure, Mike.
Hell, let's go.
Mike, your old rod, and Mike that billet rod, and you'll see the difference between the two rods.
Well,
What do you
it's
mean,
not.
Mike, it where?
It's not the rod that's hitting; it's the crankshaft itself that's hitting the cam. So he has to take the material off the crank itself, not the rod.
Yeah.
So
Now, seems to me like there should have been a shim though on the end of that cam where it slides into the cam holder.
I even looked on my other motor. It doesn't have one either.
yeah, a lot of them stock motors don't have the crank shims. You have to get them.
Right.
You have to get them aftermarket. And they'll
There we go. Send it.
send it.
Yeah, send it. Where'd you get that from?
Out of my drawer right here.
Oh.
I got all kinds of goodies in here.
The gentleman on there had about 3 or 4 different ones he had, and he actually ended up using 2 of them in order to make the clearance.
Yeah.
And they were 2 different sizes, right?
Correct.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, crank shims usually come in 5, 10, and 20s thickness. And you can make up what you need from there. If you need more than 20, then you're doing something wrong. That's got way too much clearance.
Well, see, I didn't torque those side cover bolts down either. I don't know how much of a difference that would make. But.
Well, Dirtfoot also said that they make different case gaskets, thinner ones, like the old K series, to adjust the end play. So,
all I know is when I get off of here, I'm gonna search YouTube for some videos of somebody grinding on it, because I hate to grind on that thing if nobody's ever done it. Like somebody on YouTube somewhere has got it. Huh?
They've done it. I
want to find that video.
Tampa might remember who the gentleman is. I just can't think of his name.
Maybe that Redbeard Garage.
No, it wasn't Redbeard's. It was a gentleman that owns a cycle shop out
I know
like
who
in
he's talking
Arizona.
about. He's got a bunch of old bikes, right?
No, he does a lot of new builds, and also he does motorcycles too, and they do those little Chinese imports and stuff. Builds them up also.
My wife just started to wash her, guys.
Nate, the side cover on that Jingdong engine, is it the same setup and everything? Same? Well, never mind.
I think so. Yeah,
Never
I think
mind.
it is.
No, you need to use the one that's going on the motor. I was gonna say take the gasket off that Jingdong, put it on metal to metal, and see what your end play is. But the machining might be different between the 2 motors on that end play. You have to use the closure plate that you're gonna run.
I could use that side cover though if it's tighter.
Yeah,
I can just use that side cover. Oh, I don't want to do that though because I ran it without oil and it's got a bearing in it.
Right. Do you have a new case gasket?
Might. I think I actually do have some somewhere.
Morning, Craig. Try pulling that gasket off there and just run it bare to bare, metal to metal, and see what your end play is then. And
I don't think this gasket's hurt.
But either way, you're gonna have to clearance it because you pushed that crank in and turned it over and it was still hitting. So
yeah, I did it both ways. I pushed it both ways.
Yep.
And it was hitting still. Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna watch some videos.
And there you go.
Daniel Polvado is who it is. That video that they were talking about earlier.
Daniel
Polivado. William, I just put it up.
Yeah, I found the video very informative because I was thinking about doing a build like that.
Well, Antonio, he don't have the head on right now, so there is no valve spring pressure. What you're seeing on the inside of there is the lifters or the tappets.
Yeah, that's what you're going to end up having to take some off the crank itself. But I don't believe it's going to be a whole lot of what you're thinking, though. It's going to be very small.
Yeah.
Well, he's watching videos. You know.
Yeah, I'm searching. I'm searching YouTube.
That's why YouTube's there, man.
That's it.
You can generally find whatever you're looking for on YouTube.
Yeah, that's how I relearned to crochet.
I think somebody else said something about Paul's carts too.
Yeah, I'm not sure where Paul's Carts is from. I've watched a lot of his stuff.
I think he's out west somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was talking with him about doing heads for the Kohler commands. He at that time he'd never done one, but he would be willing to try.
Sorry, I've got to go because the wife needs me at the shop. She's having a problem. She just popped out of the shop, so she's having a problem now.
All right. Have a good day, Sparky. Hopefully.
Take care. Thanks for having me up, Mark.
See you later,
I don't know if she's had a fit or anything, so I don't know. She just told me to go up there. Take
All
it
right.
easy. We can see you sometime. It's on tomorrow's one. Have fun. Thank you for having me.
See you,
Bye.
Sparky. Craig, the issue he's having is he's got a higher lift cam in there, longer duration, higher lift, and it's interfering with the crank pin. It's barely contacting it, so.
Yeah, the lobe on the cam. So
Yep. Oh yeah, William. There's tons and tons of Predator builds out there. They're so cheap to buy from the get go is why they're so popular to build.
boy, is it ever raining hard here now.
That was night before last year.
It's thawing out here now, and the snow's starting to slide off the steel roof.
Picked up cart engines. Okay.
Yeah, Craig, that's the guy we're trying to find. Do you know his channel name? I don't think it's raining at all here yet.
No, it's not here.
Yeah, it's pouring here.
No, just keep it down south there.
Oh no.
Yeah.
All coming your way.
Yeah, by the radar, it says it's coming. I'm going to be right on the edge of it.
Casey's working in a swamp. Snow's melting like crazy there. Yeah. We already went through that mess. Now we're getting pouring down rain.
I'd rather have the rain. Guys driving down here in the snow is just ridiculous.
Redunculous.
No, that's actually good driving.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen people driving your Dodge truck that you redid the brakes on. I've seen them spin out on less than 1/8 of an inch of ice. And I'm driving a little bitty Honda Civic, and I'm sitting there going 30 miles an hour on snowpack ice and don't have a problem.
Wow.
Yeah, dirt foot on some of the Kohler motors. When you go with the big stroke on them, you got to clearance the side of the cam and the side of the crank to make them fit. You can't take it all off of one. But that's the big 52 cubic inch single cylinders. You know, they're putting 4-inch plus stroker cranks in them and big, huge cams.
Right.
Cool, Brandon. Might have found a short bus. Short bus for the short horse.
There you go.
I was actually considering buying a full size school bus and making it into a toy hauler / RV for hauling the pulling tractors and stuff around. Put a lift gate on the back to lift them up and put them in. Put a bigger door on the back. But some of the places we go, the pit areas aren't as big as what.
Couldn't do it just because you couldn't fit the bus.
Right.
Ed, check in the airports when they get rid of their moving buses.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the passenger buses. Them Rams are usually less than 100,000 miles, and they go pretty reasonable. And they got handicap access to the back, so you could get a tractor up in it.
Yeah, there's a place just up the road for me that there's actually two places. One place deals in nothing but used school buses and like RTA buses, the transit buses. And then the other place sells brand new buses, but they take old ones in on trade. And I've talked with both of them, you know.
Morning,
and
James.
The only thing about it is if I buy it, there's some stuff I'd have to do to it and get it registered as a RV, so I don't have to have a CDL to run it because they have air brakes.
The ones in the airports are hydraulic.
Yeah, but there's in Ohio, I don't know about every place else, if they haul X amount of passengers, you have to have a CDL for it.
Mm-hmm.
But you can get a full-size bus, get it registered as a recreational vehicle, and take the seats out, and then you don't have to have the CDL. It's the same size, but it's because it's meant to carry passengers. And I want to say it's 10 passengers, or no, 18 passengers.
Yeah. Bye, Pet Batty Cat. See you later.
See you, Antonio. Yeah, because we used to have a mini bus at work. We got rid of that, and it was one passenger over the limit that you had to have a CDL. So everybody that drove it had to have a CDL. Well, when we got rid of that, we actually got a full size bus, and because all the guys that drove it already had their CDL, but then we had a bad wreck with it, and we ended up not replacing it and just subcontracting that out. So
Nate says his brain's hurting.
Yeah. So.
It'll all work out, Nate. It's got you thinking, and it's not going to be as bad as what you're actually thinking to do this.
Yeah, just run some tape around where you don't, just in case to keep you from slipping with your grinder.
Yeah, I'll definitely do it off camera.
Now you're taking the fun out of it, Nate.
I think I'm just going to grab the crank and put it on the concrete and go, and I'll grind it off that way. Save on electric bill.
Take your nice heavy towel and put it in the vise, and then crank the crank down in the vise between the towel and that, and hold it steady. You got it marked, and just take a little off, and you'll figure out how much you took off by looking at it.
Yep. Just touch it and back off.
You got a bench grinder, don't you, Nate? Just take it over the bench grinder.
Yeah, you hit it once or twice, it's going to take it off. That stuff's soft.
See you later, Dirtfoot.
See you, Dirtfoot. Thanks for stopping in.
Later, Dirtfoot.
You got any of them Scotch-Brite pads, Nate?
Yeah.
You might want to start with one of those first.
This ain't going to take no metal off of there.
Oh, no. No, I'm talking about one that goes in a drill.
The cookie.
I got different grades.
I don't know if I do or not.
Yeah, it'll just got what you need.
So I had a couple of them laying here, but I must have took them back out to the garage.
Yeah, all mine's in the garage. I got various different sandpapers and all that goes on that real bad.
Yeah.
Plus, I have the bits for doing the clearancing and stuff.
I know what to do. I'll just take that little timing dot, fill it with some weld, and move the dot over here or something.
Yeah, just take just make a new timing dot. Yep, there you go.
Okay, Nate, I'll give you another scenario. Ask Ed about reverse grind cams. Reverse grind.
Dude, that had my brain hurting.
Yeah, I seen that. That's why I said it's time to quit. Just leave it alone.
Sucks when you time a motor and get everything all set, but you're on the exhaust valve of the opposite,
Yes.
cylinder.
Yeah.
Because you can't figure out why in the hell everything's getting out of whack.
Right. Morning, Badgie.
On Wednesday, that's what she had on.
Hi, Bocce.
Morning, Bocce.
All right, we'll see you, Casey. Thanks for stopping in.
Hey, Ken, you chew snuff or do you chew regular tobacco?
Snuff.
Brute or Scotch?
Say what?
Brute snuff or Scotch snuff? The brand.
School.
Grizzly.
Grizzly.
Grizzly? Okay.
Yeah.
My mom uses Brute, they call it.
My dad uses Longhorn.
My mom's 79 years old and's used snuff for probably a good 70 years.
Oh.
Wow.
He'll be 68 in December.
See you, Willie.
I went to get that van inspected for the State Highway Patrol.
Uh-huh.
They have a recall on their stickers because the sticky's not sticking to the windows.
Oh, Lord.
Are they gonna mail you the sticker then?
No, they won't even inspect it till they're new stickers. They don't know when they'll come in. Can't put it in service until they get that done.
Oh, man.
So what are you supposed to do? Just leave it set until they get a sticker? How much did you ask them how much they're paying?
Give me an old one. I'll use Scotch tape and stick it to the window.
No. There you go. Jeff
Here in
says fake stuff.
Here in Michigan, if you can't get your license plates or your driver's license, they just tell you continue to drive.
Wow.
Nice.
We had that for a little while here because our DMVs were closed. People's driver's license and plates were expired for a month or so.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, even after the DMV opened, I still see people driving around on the 90-day tags that was almost a year expired.
Wow.
It's like the cops aren't saying anything, but the DMVs are open, people,
Right.
Yeah. Well, I went to get my driver's license, and it's going to be almost 3 weeks after my birthday before I can go to the DMV.
Right.
I've got to renew mine next month.
You better start now.
Oh, no, I got a lady at a tag agency. She's my next door neighbor. I can walk in and she'll get me set up right then.
We can't walk in.
Yeah, that's the way it was here for a good little bit there.
Our tag agencies opened about 6 months ago. Or no, they stayed open. The DMV shut down, but the tag agencies stayed open.
Well, when I went and got my new driver's license and plates and everything, they told me it was gonna because you have to, they mail you your new license now because it's, I don't know, whatever. They're like, oh, it can be up to 6 to 9 weeks and blah blah blah. Within a week, I had it.
Yeah, I got my daughter her ID before she moved to college, and she got a piece of paper that was printed out and said, "Oh, here's your ID. You'll have it in." I think they said it'd be a month. It was here like 10 days later.
Yep, that's the way it is here in Ohio. You go in to renew your driver's license or anything, they give you your sticker for your plate, but they mail you your driver's license. They just give you a paper to drive on until they come in the mail.
Yeah.
I just don't look forward to spending $100 and some for a set of license.
I think I'm going to end up paying like $50 to get mine renewed because I've got to get that real ID.
Right.
Well, see, they asked if I wanted that passport, whatever deal. And I'm like, well, yeah, sure. What, why not? Okay, well, we just need a copy of your birth certificate and a copy of your social security number. I'm like, I don't carry that with me.
Exactly.
Oh.
If you get your license renewed here, it's mandatory now.
Right.
Yeah. I have to have a birth certificate, social security card, and 2 utility bills to get the real ID because this will be my first time getting it. Now, renewing it, I don't know what's going to happen. That's down the road.
Yeah, the CDL sucks when I had to go get it done. Man.
See, I'd have to come up with a copy of my birth certificate and my social security because I ain't got that. At least not that I know of.
Yeah, you're going to have to obtain that stuff because otherwise, if you don't have that new license, you can't even go in any of the federal buildings. They won't let you.
Oh, well.
Here, they're saying the federal building is the post office. So if you have to mail something that requires an ID and you don't have the real ID, then yeah.
Right.
I'll have somebody else mail it for me.
Yeah, Ed, I'm going to need your address in about a week because I'll have that ready for you. Mark.
I didn't say a word. I
see that grin.
Oh no, I'm reading the chat.
Yeah, next year, Mark, I got to take a printout from my CPAP machine to renew my CDL.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Wow. Did you see what Jeff put in the comment?
I seen him.
Ken's chew is fake.
It's cheaper than the Copenhagen I used to chew.
God, yes. My dad paid. It was $4 when he switched from Copenhagen to Grizzly, and now he's using Longhorn, which is like $2.75. But when he first switched to Longhorn, it's like $1 a can. Because I was buying it cheap. I'd take it down there by the 5-pack roll for him.
It's $110 for 12 cans of Brute.
Wow.
I've never even heard of that brand, and I worked convenience stores for like 10 years.
You get it down south, and you can get it in Michigan. All the hillbillies all use it.
Not in Oklahoma, I guess.
No, maybe not. But you get them down Tennessee, Kentucky, and all that, you'll find it.
Yep. You're right, Jeff. Illegals can walk in and get a license with no problem. They don't even have social security cards, and they can get a driver's license. Figure that out.
Oh, that's a sucker bit, man. Left, right, and sideways. I got one 3 doors down that's got, I know the husband is illegal, and he's got a driver's license and a business permit.
Right. But anyway, we're going to shut this thing down. Ken's going to be going live, I believe, or no, Pate's performance.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know who they are.
Yeah, but everybody stop. Yeah. Everybody, thanks for stopping in, and we'll see y'all tonight at 7.
Yep. All right, well, y'all have fun. Since I've been up this long, I'm going to go ahead and hit the shower.
There you go.
And no, I don't send out pictures either.
Do a live stream.
Just don't jump in the shower.
No, I've
do a
already
live
busted
stream.
my knees last week.
Do a live stream.
Crystal, do a live
Hell
stream.
no.
Do a live stream.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, Lordy. All right, we'll see y'all at 7 tonight.
All right.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
Have a good day.